I want to die for a good cause, for a revolution. And I know there's many, many people who want to as well. Exploitation is baked into every system, institution, government, and company. The people, like the general public, are not taking action. Like, we are not doing enough. And even if we do, even if we make significant change in our own lives, there's always going to be people in our local community who are just not fucking doing anything. The systems we've made, elections, government, stuff like that, are pushing us down, just like suffocating us, just like, walking on us. The systems and the powerful people are fucking jokes. Like, it's a fucking joke. Like, it's a joke. Like, think about Donald Trump. Think about Joe Biden. Like, they're fucking jokes. Like, it's a joke. They're like cartoon characters. I wanted to just die peacefully because the world is corrupted and has like awful core designs, like having to consume freshly deceased organisms constantly just to survive. But now I kind of want to die loudly. I want my life to be for something, but something real. Because too often do I find myself like trying to make change, and it's just like, oh my god, it's fucking useless. Like, it's very, very useful to do small things to make change, and by small things I mean make big sacrifices in our personal life. It's very, very useful to do that. But the problem, of course, the problem that paralyzes all of us, right? All of us, right? Is that doing those actions for long enough, we look at them and we're just like, oh my god, nothing is fucking happening. And like I mentioned earlier, the people in our lives don't fucking do anything. They don't fucking recognize the real problems, it feels like. We cannot wait anymore. We cannot wait anymore. I'll repeat this again. We cannot wait anymore. Like, this shit has gone on too long. It's just too much, to be honest. Myself and others are approaching a tipping point. We can't put up with this anymore. We want more. Like, we want more than what we have. I don't know how else to say it, bro. I don't know how else to say it. Maybe I don't need to get into detail too much right now. I once told everyone that I was going to die prematurely because I would eventually push back against the system. The system, I say that vaguely, and we've heard, cliche kind of like vague terminology like that, but by system I just mean any exploitable system that is actively being exploited, that is like really, really actually starting to fail us. Guess that's kind of vague too, but I would eventually push back against the system and be hurt for it. And yeah, I'll take that risk. Will you not take that risk? One time somebody said that Jesus was amazing because he made that sacrifice on the cross. And yeah, he's amazing, but what the person also said was, I could never do something like that. And then that stuck with me in my head for years and years and years and years. And now I'm just wondering, like, wait, if you had the opportunity to fucking save all of humanity, you wouldn't fucking take that? You wouldn't do that? Okay. I wonder if that says something about you then. But yeah, I'll take that risk of fucking dying. I'll die if it means standing up for my values. Values. So I write down my own values. Like, it sounds nerdy. It sounds weird. It sounds like something that, like, people don't usually do. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like something a company would do to, like, boost public engagement. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no. Public relations. You know what I mean? Like, it just sounds empty. It sounds lifeless. But it's not lifeless in my case. My last video on this channel was about my values. I might stop eating food altogether if I can't avoid supporting animal and labor exploitation and environmental pollution because of my purchases. I would disobey an unjust law and get murdered by police. What comes to mind right now when you hear that? ICE. That's what comes to your mind. That's what comes to my mind too. Except there's also instances outside of ICE, like these horrible tragedies that involve law enforcement being tyrannical. And I've heard stories. The stories are unavoidable. The stories in our society of abuse on a large scale, like generally, are unavoidable. Because they are fucking everywhere. And I am done. But yeah, good. Let me die from that. I've already convinced myself that I'll die early because of how evil the world is. Even if it's just something like stress or malnutrition or lack of medical care because I can't afford it. And nor do I even want to like take so many resources. You know, I don't even want to eat or consume necessarily. I want to give. I don't want to take. That's what this video is. That's what everything I do is. It's an attempt to give more than I take. Because I'm so tired of the bad. There's plenty enough bad in the world. Like, I don't even need to say that. Like, fucking open your eyes, listen to stories. And that's self-evident. So if there's somebody else out there who wants to die as well, then I guess I want to tell you to not die. Like, I want it to be hopeful, you know? And I want to tell you just to keep pushing or, like, do your best to turn this ship around. I want to say that, but I can feel my patience running out. And my soul starting to degrade. And I'm even scared to comment much on people who want to go out in flames, so to speak. And I know that those people are out there. Like, I know that there's people who just want to, like, end their lives in a fiery way. God, it's horrifying to say out loud, but it's just like, I've heard that's so important to listen to people because I've heard people say this. I know that this is fucking true. It's a thought that goes through people's heads. I've seen it so many times. And I know those people are out there. I know that there's people who want to cause harm to the abusers, the abusive systems before they die. And by the way, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like I said, we are tired. We are tired. And I want that to fucking mean something. Quote, I'm tired, boss. Dog tired. John Coffey. Like the drink. Regardless, though, you and I are needed. We are needed. Like, I mean that in a genuine and powerful sense. Like, regardless of whatever the fuck is happening right now, regardless of any of this shit, like, literally anything that we are experiencing, we are needed. That should mean something. And it probably does. It's just that there's enough bullshit in this world to, like, you know, push us down, push us over the edge, like I'm trying to communicate here, but we recognize these problems. We recognize them. So here's what I kind of want to offer. It's kind of simple, I guess. We unite via something like Discord, I guess. Because then we're more together instead of spread out across the world, which, like, you know, I've observed to be a problem. Like, there's people like me, but they're on the other side of the fucking world, you know what I mean? We pin down exactly what we can do in our lives to make an impact. Like, we do research, like, we figure out what we can do. Because there's things that we can do, and if you haven't embarked on this quest to figure out what you can do, let's go together on this quest. Like, I will help you. Yeah. and we put energy towards the best possible outcomes. And lastly, I guess we just remember that there's hope. Remember, so we're remembering the good things in life. And then there's always some kind of hope, right? There's always good things in the world. That's what we're fucking defending in the first place, is just those good things, those true and beautiful things. It's cliche, but it's helped me. So, yeah. I do have a Discord. So I've made a Discord. It's in the description. But find the best way to connect with like-minded people. Like don't just use my Discord or my fucking thing, right? Use the best thing. Like, whatever the best way for us to connect is, like, let's do that. Whatever the best way to turn this ship around is, let's do that. Fucking offer criticisms. I don't know. So it's hard for me to give advice. I want to, but it's hard for me to give advice because I know everyone's situation is, like, complex. I just know that I'm going to give my gifts to the revolution because I have gifts to give. And I want to empower the other people like myself to do the same. That's a general way to say one of my goals here. I want to tell you to just make sure you're doing something to make the world better. But honestly, everything kind of feels impossible a lot of the time. Like, in my experience, like, at least half of the time, things just feel fucking kind of meaningless. And it's really difficult. But yeah, I know that everyone's situation is going to be a little bit different. So it's just hard for me to give advice, like proper advice. I want to tell you to just make sure you're doing something, like, even if it's a little action. I guess I can encourage you to do that. Just make sure you're doing something, I guess. Because we can't have more bad in the world. Like, we have to do something good. I don't know. I'm tired. Like, I'm fucking tired. This is taking a toll on us as a society. Oh my gosh. That's so true. So I'll end it with this. It's gonna be very fucking hard and scary. Thanks for watching the video.